Sacramento Fire Department ambulances outside the shooting when Officer O'Sullivan was rescued. Anytime there is a call for an officer down, multiple ambulances rush to the scene. But officers again chose to use the squad car to rush her to UC Davis Medical Center for treatment.
CBS 13's Steve Large is live for us in North Sacramento tonight with how that decision may have been made. And Steve, we understand a former Sacramento police chief actually spoke about this tonight.
Yeah, and I'm live at the shooting scene, which is still being processed here and will continue to be processed through tomorrow, we are told. And obviously, we're getting a lot of new information here just in the last half hour from Chief Hahn, who's speaking and showing all the new video and a lot of the details that we didn't know up to this point. But earlier today, I did have the opportunity to talk to former Sacramento Police Chief Rick Braziel, who currently serves with the Police Foundation. It's a national kind of network organization that does studies on police work, including tactics. And he is calling for an independent review of this shooting scene to sort it all out.
A Sacramento police squad car with lights and sirens blaring delivered Officer Tara O'Sullivan to the UC Davis Medical Center, 7 miles from the North Sacramento shooting scene where she was rescued. Dispatch audio recordings from inside the police car describe her condition before she reached the hospital.
88 injuries, left armpit, left forearm, weak pulse.
4 Sacramento City Fire Department ambulances with life-saving medical equipment were stationed around the shooting scene. Former Sacramento Police Chief Rick Braziel is calling for an independent review of the whole incident, including the decision to transport O'Sullivan to the hospital using a squad car instead of by ambulance.
What were the decisions made on how that Officer O'Sullivan was evacuated? What was the direction to the officers when they rescued her? What was the medical resources available to them at the time? And then step back and say, what lessons can we learn from this?
Taking trauma victims to hospitals in police cars is commonly called a load and go technique in police terminology.
And they make a decision, it's more efficient, more expedient to just take them directly to a trauma center. We saw that in the Pulse nightclub review.
Following the Las Vegas active shooting in 2017, video shows Las Vegas medics wearing Kevlar helmets and bulletproof vests at the shooting scene. It's called a rescue task force model. Sacramento's fire department has trained with law enforcement to deal with active shooters, but right now there is no rescue task force model in place. Paramedics were kept out of the active shooting scene here.
So obviously, this is a situation that will be dissected to the nth degree by the Sacramento Police Department. That's already happening right behind me with the evidence that's still being gathered. Former Chief Rick Braziel, again, works for the Police Foundation. He has conducted reviews of active shootings at the Pulse nightclub, the San Bernardino shooting, and also the Stockton bank shooting. So he has a lot of experience in this. He's calling for an independent review here, and he's asking that Police Chief Hahn calls for it sooner rather than later.
And Steve, before we let you go, we talked about this in the newsroom. We've covered lots of officer-involved shootings, sadly, but this one was rare in the fact that the officer who was injured was there waiting to be rescued, and just such excruciating time went by.
You know, the active shootings, while we kind of call them by the same name, each one is so much different from the other, and I think this is the one difference that stands out to me and obviously all of us, is the fact that this officer was sitting there, laying there, and could not be reached for some 40 minutes, what must have felt like an eternity for her colleagues.
It certainly was tough, Steve. And we even heard former Sacramento County Sheriff John McGinnis yesterday say the first rule when you come under fire like this, an ambush-style attack, is that there are no rules. So still so much unfolding from this tragedy. Steve, thanks.